Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So as you guys probably know, winter is right around the corner, or what I should say is snow is right around the corner. So as you can see, I have the four-wheeler behind me. I'm going to be getting the plow hooked up to it right here, and I'm also going to be winterizing the mower. So the first thing that we need to do is fix my winch. So it sort of broke when I was pulling one of the bins, because that's what I was using it for when we were pulling the wagons for the grain. So it didn't actually break. It already broke once, so I got some of these and I tightened it, but I don't think I tightened it enough, and I just kind of jerked it a little bit on accident and it came loose and fell off. So we have some new parts here. I got a couple different sizes in case the other one was too big. And then we got some of these. Basically this just goes around here like this, and then gets tightened like that, if you can see. So I'm gonna fix that first, then we can put the plow on. It's fairly simple. Just gotta hook the winch up to right here, and then I have a bracket under the four-wheeler, and then you just put these two pins in, and then it's ready to go. So we'll start fixing the winch. Alright, so the first thing I need to do is thread this part right here through the metal wire, which is a bit difficult since it's kinda, you can see it's all threaded apart, not quite together, but got it on. Now I'll put this on, just hook it around. In fact, I'm gonna open up the winch a little bit more. Alright, got it more open. Take the bolts out, it'll be a little easier. Put the bolts in. I'm not sure how well you guys can see because it's kind of bad lighting. Alright, so now I'm going to put this part in. Tighten it as much as I can with my hands. That way it makes sure it stays tight. Alright, now I'm going to go get my drill and get it tighter. Alright, so I got my drill and I also got some wrenches. I'm going to tighten it up as tight as I can with the wrench first. And I also got a clamp on to make sure it stays as tight as I can get it. Okay, I think that should be good. Feels pretty tight. So now I can put the hook on it. So right here's the hook I usually have on, but I'm actually gonna have to use something different for the plow because the plow's hook thing is a bit smaller than what this can handle. So now that we're gonna be putting on the plow, I'm gonna be using this clevis, I think that's what it's called. You can see this part is a lot smaller than what the other one is. So I used this last year and it seemed to work a lot better. And it's also a lot easier to get on. Just put it in there, put it through the hole. And then just screw it on. It's pretty tight. So there we go, I think this part's fixed. Should be strong, and it's definitely strong enough to hold the plow. So I'm gonna put all my tools away and then move the plow over here. Alright, so I got the plow over here, and then I just pulled up the four-wheeler enough so you can see where the winch hooks up to. And then right under here, right there's the bracket. You can see the pins. So I can hook this part up. Right there. Now lift up with the winch a little bit. And then when I lift that up, since this end is just a little bit lighter, you can see it brought it up just a little closer. So I'm gonna get under here, unhook these. I'm gonna push the plow a little forward. So you can kind of see what I'm doing here. Alright, so I'm not sure how well you can see, but I got the first pin in right over here. Okay, next pin's in. Alright, so I think it's on. I'm gonna lift it up a little more. There we go. So you can see it's off the ground. That's what it looks like. It doesn't come off the ground a whole lot. As you can see, it starts getting clumped up there. And so that's actually why I have to put this clevis on. That way it can go up just a hair further. But it's good enough to go, but it's up high enough for what I need. So the four-wheeler is pretty much now ready for winter and snow. The only thing I have to do with the mower is basically just give it a nice big wash and then put some of that stuff in the gas. That way the gas doesn't freeze and turn bad or whatever happens to it over the winter. So I'm hoping it starts. Might have a little hard time since it's pretty cold out. So the only spot we have a hose is down by the house. So I'm actually gonna wash it right next to the barn, about right here. All right, so I'm gonna go get the hose and then wash it off. And I'm also gonna get all the grass and stuff off first. Otherwise they'll just end up sticking to the water and be a big old mess. Alright, there we go. You guys got a little wet there, so I'm not sure how well you could see, but it's all clean now. It's looking pretty good. Almost looks like it's brand new, other than this front part, which doesn't really come clean even with the pressure washer, because it's just gotten so dirty and kind of scratched into the metal actually. But this thing's pretty much ready. I'm not going to put the stuff in the gas quite yet, just because it's not going to be frosting a whole lot and freezing a whole lot yet. So when they're going to be calling for snow within a week is probably when I'll be putting it in. But it's not really much. You just put about a half of a little bottle in, and then you start the engine and let it run for about 5 minutes, and then it's pretty much ready. I am gonna grease everything, so I'll go get my grease gun. Alright, so I got my grease gun. It's actually a new grease gun. I've never used it yet. That's why it's so clean. But I have grease in it already, so I'm gonna try and figure out this knob, get it to where I want it. But first, I brought up a 1/2-inch wrench. You can actually take this bolt out right here. And then once you take that off, you can lift up this cover. There we go. And then you can open this, and then looks like I still have a little bit of stuff in here. And then you can get to the greasing points, which there's one here, one in there, and then one on the other side in that hole. So there's only 3 points on here, at least as far as I know. Doesn't say anywhere else in the book. So I'm just gonna do those 3 points. I think I'm gonna get the hose and wash some of this out again, since it seemed to run back. And then I can grease. Alrighty, so that's all clean now. So I'm gonna try and figure out this nozzle now. Shouldn't be too hard. Just gotta loosen this end or tighten it until it fits into the little knob there. You can see. Alright guys, so I got the grease gun ready. I think it's working. Seems like it's loose enough. Okay, went on pretty easy. Okay, seems like it's going in. Alright, seems like it worked. Kind of hard to tell if it went in or not. Now we'll do the other few points, which I also just noticed there's one right here. Kind of a weird spot for it, but we'll make sure we grease it. Alright, so I greased them all. That one, and that one. I'm not sure if that one went through or not, but I greased it just to make sure. Now we can close this. Put the bolt back in. And then once that's in, I'm gonna drive this thing back up to the shed, put it in a spot where it usually is, and it should be completely winterized. Put that there for now. Alright, so now I can start it up. Move a couple more things. Put those there for now. And there we go. So now after I get the gas stuff in, which might not be for a little bit, but we'll see. But after that's in, the mower is winterized, the four-wheeler's ready for snow. One thing that's kind of annoying when you wash something down there and have to bring it up here is some of the mud splatters back up. But that doesn't really matter a whole lot. Everything's clean enough. But really, that's about all that gets dirty is the tires, and then right in the back of the tires. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little getting ready for winter video. I'm not sure what the next video is going to be because it's kind of slow around here. The videos will probably be slowing down a little bit just because there is not much that we're going to be doing now that it's getting colder and snow is right around the corner. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.